per week. So what is it now, Grace?
S plus $5.
S plus $5. Very good. If Allie's grandfather is 50 years older than Allie, then Allie is, Sam? G minus 50. Okay. Now this one on the bottom is the one that some of us had a little trouble with. We had 7 baskets of potatoes weigh how many pounds? 1 basket is P pounds. So what would 7 baskets be? Nick?
P times 7.
P times 7. What's another way we can write P times 7? Do we always need to put times in there?
No.
How else, when we're doing multiplication, what's something we can do? What would be another way we could look at that? Gabby?
Like 7 over something.
Not over something. That'd be division.
Not over, but like 7 to the power of 3 like that.
Not to the power of. You're on the right track though. Captain?
7 multiplied by
It would be 7 multiplied by P, but how could I write that? I could put 7.
plus.
What would be the next thing I could write?
Plus.
To make it just pretty simple. Not plus, because we're still multiplying. Nick?
7p.
7P. 7P is the same thing as P times 7, or 7 times P. 7P, that means the same thing. When you put them together like that, that means you're multiplying. That's another way to do that as well. We're going to move on to page 342. And there's one I wanted to talk about before I set you loose on it. Here it says the charge for a book that is D days overdue is a certain amount of cents. It says a library charges 10 cents for each overdue book. It adds an additional charge of 5 cents per day for an overdue book. What that means is, if your book is overdue, they're going to charge you 10 cents. But then they're also going to charge you 5 cents a day after that, too. So that you have that flat rate of 10 cents and 5 cents per day. So that's what they're kind of trying to say there. So go ahead and take a few minutes here to get working on these. You're going to do the same thing on this page that you did on 341. So if you have any questions, you can go ahead and raise your hand. Okay. You have the right idea. You know what you're trying to do, but we're not going to write it as 15. What we could actually do, it says it charges 10 cents. Just write outright, it's going to charge 10 cents. So why don't you write 10? We'll just get that information out there. And then it adds an additional 5 cents per day. So if it's D days overdue, what could be an expression for 5 cents a day for D days overdue? We'll ignore the 10 for now. We have 5 cents a day for D days, so what would be an expression for 5 times D? Good. So 5 times D, go ahead and write that too. And now we'll figure out how we can put those together. Okay, so 5 times D, let's put parentheses around that to know that that's stays together. Okay, so we know it charges 10 cents right from the front, and then 5 cents per day after that. So we have 10 cents up front, 5 cents a day after that. What should we do with these 2 sets of numbers here?
And multiply D, and then put like parentheses right here.
Not quite. It's actually, think a lot simpler. We're not going to do anything too fancy. But what are we going to do with this 10? Are we going to add, subtract, multiply, divide? No.
What? Add.
Yeah, add. So why are we going to add that?
So because it says a library charges 10 cents for each overdue book, so it's like 10 cents. But then it adds an additional 5 cents each day, so you do 5 times for that same day, but it starts off as 10 cents.
Very good. There you go. Yeah, that one it really got the morning group. They struggled with that one.